I'm making preparations for my daughter's first birthday and want to do a backdrop for her against this wall. I came across a pretty neat DIY on TikTok that uses Dollar Tree tablecloths. I didn't find enough of the yellow, especially since her theme is yellow, but we'll see what we can put together with these. So starting off, I found my level, figured out how high I wanted it to go, and then use the level to make sure that from end to end, the hooks, which are basically command strips, are able to be on the same plane so it's not too wonky. They didn't have yarn at the Dollar Tree, but I did find this ribbon, which is probably going to work just as well. So put that across from end to end just to get a basis. And what I'm going to do next is cut up the tablecloths with leaving just a little bit of space up top. Trying to be really efficient and effective with my time. I didn't want to have to do anything too individual, but the idea is to basically cut it where it's almost close to the top, and then leave a little bit just for the overhang so that if anything I can bunch it up and just create some fullness. So here's the first go. Quite a rough cut, but at the same time I feel like once it's hung up we're not going to notice it too much, especially since there's going to be variations of it up on there. And like I mentioned, I left a little bit of space at the top so that I can hang it over the ribbon, and we'll basically be using paper clips to help staple, or at least staplers to help stabilize it up top. So in figuring out how to best lay this out, I figured maybe putting the yellow at the bottom might be the way to go because that is the primary color. Not quite sure how it's going to turn out at this stage, but I also saw that it is possible to be able to braid so that, when it's hung up and braided, it provides a little bit more of variety. So it'll be folded over and stapled over the ribbon, not on the ribbon, maybe just the edges for security, but over the ribbon, and we'll be able to move it like a curtain. So here's the first pass at least securing the edge with a staple, and then I just went along and stapled over the ribbon so that, again, I could drag the cloths across like a curtain. So here's what it looks after I went through, I think, maybe 6 or 7 tablecloths or something along those lines. Not too bad, but then it had me thinking I probably should have put the yellow on the top instead of the bottom, because again I thought that maybe with braiding it would help, but right now it's just a lot of pink, or a lot more pink than I want. And I think when I was also purchasing the tablecloths, the yellow just seemed so bright, but once I cut them up it basically disappeared into everything, and it doesn't help that that back wall is like a very tan color. So we'll see what it looks like braided. I cut the bottom to level it out, and figured I'll save these pieces because I saw that you could also make it into some nice flowers, so those are saved. And I did a little bit of, intertwining. Didn't really get into the braiding, but try to do as much to help pull that yellow forward. I think it looks fine right now, but I feel like maybe I should add a little bit more yellow. I also bought some balloons to put over top, so once I put it all together, I'll do another review.